Alright, so we're going to get started here. We're going to do a basic making a trading card sheet, linking exercises to a YouTube video or a video wherever you want to get it from. But first, before we do that, we're going to make a exercise list because that's going to be important to be able to do that. The first thing I'm going to do is go over here, create a new sheet. I'm just going to call this exercises. Now, page layout, I like to do everything from a landscape orientation with 0 margins. One page. This really doesn't matter because we're not trying to print it. And the only time I'm going to leave grid lines. I hate grid lines when I'm making a training sheet, but when I'm doing a reference sheet or exercise page, it's perfectly fine. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, insert table. We're going to do a lot of tables initially. Insert table. And we can click it. Let's just go down to 20. Just for, and take out the filter button. So this first table is just going to have one column in it, and I'm going to name it categories. Boy, I'm terrible at spelling it. So I'm going to leave number 2 blank. I like to leave a blank in between, so we're going to keep this simple. We're going to go squat, hinge, press, and back. I would use pull, but pulls can be lower body, upper body, and then you also get the Olympic variations. So back just means back training exercises. Alright, so we got that. I like to leave a space in between every table here. So now we're going to insert a 2-column table. And let's just go down to, I didn't want to go that far, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to format, same thing, let's just keep it the same. Take out the filter buttons, go home, center these two, and I'm going to do all borders here. So the first column name is going to be whatever the name is in the category. So we're going to do squat. Column number 2, we're going to do URL because eventually that's where we're going to put the link to the video. And I'm just going to make that a random size right now. And I'm just going to Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. I'm going to make space in between smaller, clean it up a little bit. Take out the filter buttons. Alright, so you get the idea. So next one we're going to do hinge. You leave it URL. Press. And then we're going to go back. Now this next piece is very important. We go to defining names for these tables, which is really important when we're trying to reference data in a sheet when we're trying to make trading cards, because if it's this table 53, table 52, etc., it can get pretty confusing and messy. So squat, let's just put a couple here, back squat, front squat, and we'll go split squat. You can define barbell, safety bar, dumbbell, whatever you want to use. Hinge, barbell, RDL, we'll go single leg, RDL, and we'll go shoulder. So shoulder elevated, hip lift. Presses, HK, and this means half kneeling. Of course, use bench press, and we'll go landmine press. Back, pull up, dumbbell row, and there's many. We'll just leave that there. So just so you get an idea. All right, Now we got to name these things. So select the first row under the header for the table. We're going to select all of that. I'm going to go to formulas, define name, and it's already listed for me. I'm going to leave it named categories. Click OK. I'm going to do the same thing for here, define name, fine. And we're going to go down the list. Make sure you're only selecting one column from these 2 column tables. So I'm going to go down, define name, back. Alright, so now I'm going to select 2 columns. We're going to define the name. We're going to keep the name the same, but we're just adding an underscore. So we're going to underscore squat. Select the 2, define name, underscore hinge. We're going to go presses, define name, underscore press, back, define name, underscore back. Alright, next video we'll go over, actually we got a couple minutes. Actually, yeah, we'll save that for the next video. So, next video you're just probably going to see some, I'm not going to go over it because it's going to take time. I'm just going to put some URLs right here. So you can, if you're doing this along, you can do that in the meantime.